Friends, we're going to have some fun today. We're going to craft and make some non-traditional Valentine's Day cards. I mean, why not, right? We're going to make one that's Night of Navy as a card base and then soft seafoam. And I'm going to change up the soft seafoam and we're going to make it horizontal this time because I realized after I had made these cards that in my Card on Blue card club kit, my card club is called Card on Blue because I'm the papered chef. In my Card on Blue card club kit, I sent you horizontal cards, not vertical cards for the soft seafoam. So we will make the same card, same measurements, but we're going to design it this way, horizontally. So that is what we're about to do. We're doing 2 cards at once. And that will be the last time I see you this month for Card on Blue Card Club, because next Friday night I have a bingo event. And I always like to do all my tutorials for the month within the right month. I've never, in the past, 20 months I've had this club, almost 20 months, I think 19 months, I don't know. I've always done the card tutorials within the same month. So we are going to go ahead and use Sending You a Big Hug. And we're going to use Life is Better with You. Let's do the simple stamping first, and then the very simple cards. Now, whenever you're going to stamp onto your circle, we're just going to use these deckled circles. I'm obsessed. I love these deckled circles. Whenever you use them and you're going to put a stamp on there, you're going to mount the stamp flat side up, right? We'll do this one here too. Duh. Flat side up. You always want to ink up first because then otherwise you could smear your ink. So, I mean, ink up the edges. So we're going to go ahead and put some soft seafoam. Why? Because it's a coordinating color. And we're going to just put some of that right on the edge of these circles. Okay, it's a very light color, so just use a light color. You got the duotone going on. And we'll do that to this one as well. I don't think I need any more on my blending brush. That was a little dark. You can always go into your Crafty Goodness bucket of your die cuts and get a couple more because you want to use up that ink that's on your stamping block, right? You know, why waste it? Make sure I'm not upside down. There is a right side to do this on, you know, as far as like where your die cut, because one side is nicer than the other. All right, so those are good. Now these don't need inking up around the edges. Ooh, got it messy already. And we're going to close the soft seafoam. So I had a tutorial earlier. I'm back, but I had to charge my phone. I did say I'm coming right back. And then I realized, oops, my phone's dead. Can't come right back. So I'm back now. That's what matters. And I see some of you are back here already. And you joined me earlier, so I appreciate that. So earlier we did Celebration. It's going on right now at Stampin' Up. So it means like you can earn free things. And I made things. I made a card with free paper and a free stamp set that you can earn when you spend $120 at my Stampin' Up store. So I am a U.S. Stampin' Up demonstrator. I appreciate you stamping. Not stamping. I do appreciate you stamping with me, but I also appreciate you shopping with me. If you're able to, if you're already a demonstrator, you get your own discount. And that's great. But if you want to shop with me, and you can use this website right here, paperedchef.stampinup.net, and shop. And I do earn a commission. That's how I make money, like on the side. It's like not even on the side. It's like my job. So it's how I make a commission for selling things. And I also have other ways. I have a crafty business. So I do other things. I teach online courses. I have a team, a large team. And I also have a YouTube channel. Obviously, that's what you're doing here. All right, so I stamped all those, sending you a big hug with the Night of Navy ink. Leave out your Night of Navy ink. Wash that one off later. Okay, leave out the Night of Navy ink because we need it for this one. This one I didn't ink up the edge. Life is Better with You because I just thought it was too small to really need it. But if I were going to, maybe some kind of like a Bubble Bath or Fresh Freesia would look nice on that one because that's more on just a navy card. And the reason I'm always stamping onto like a silicone mat or onto a piece of paper first is because sometimes lint gets stuck in there. Sometimes you need to condition your stamp and you don't always get a good crisp stamped image. So I just always stamp on a piece of paper first. Sometimes the paper where I'm writing the directions. I'll go ahead. And while you're at it, when you're stamping, go ahead and stamp a few of these because I can use these for this month's paper pumpkin kit. When I don't need like Valentine's, mushy Valentines. We've already made a mushy Valentine. Well, it's not mushy, but it's kind of cute with the little bumblebee. You may have seen me do that this weekend. So I already have Valentine for hubby. So now you need Valentines for friends, for my mom, for different loved ones, aunties, uncles, especially people who don't like use social media. You want to mail them a Valentine, right? That's very nice. Think of how much that's going to make someone's day. Not to mention, I hadn't even finished my Christmas letter yet. So I was thinking, I can just mail my Valentines with my Christmas letter. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm taking, this is called Serene Love. I think I have a little pile of Serene Love for you to see. This paper used to be black and white, and it's been recolored. So it's part of our recolored collection. So if you missed it, this paper, and you're like, where is this coming from? Like, I've got emails today. When I showed the scrapbooking products last night, I did an unboxing. People are like, where do scrapbooking products come from? And I said, go to the new releases. So this is called recolored paper. The name of it is called Serene Love. And we've recolored three of our, well, we've recolored more than three, but at least three. So this was a black and white paper and it's been recolored. I kind of like the navy better than black and white, but I like the black and white better with this kind of pattern than Lost Lagoon. But it's pretty cool. It has Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, and Night of Navy in there. So that's what I'm using for that card. And then for this card, I need the one with the stripes. And then I just had it in my hand. Okay, that one, but a different one with stripes. That one, other one. All right. And the little dot, we need that one. And not these kind of dots, but the other dots. The smaller dots. It's like the Lost Lagoon. Here we go. This one. Then what's on the other side? That flower. I must have missed it earlier. There we go. So those are the pieces we're going to need for this tutorial. So first, let's do the simple card first, and we'll write that down. Piece of paper. I mean, they're both simple, but this one is like a no-brainer because you don't even need to worry about which way the paper's facing. So, card on blue. Each month we do something blue. This is our blue card. We have lots of shades of blue in our Stampin' Up! Color collection. So this card, right, is 11 inches times 4 1/4 inch. Sorry, yeah, 4 1/4 inch. There we go. And you're going to score it 5.5 inch. Okay, so once again, this card is the vertical card. I call it a vertical card. Stands up like that. It's a very nice way to give someone a card because they can decorate their mantle with it. It is going to be 5.5 this way. And of course, it's 4 1/4 this way. But when you're making the card, you need to make the whole card, right? You don't just make a card front. That's the way the card looks. 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5. And this card is called Night of Navy. Okay, let's just make sure. I'm going to put them both on the same piece of paper. And that way I can just kind of do this one at the same time. And we'll just do, okay, this one is going to be, we're going to do it this way. Because this is the way I sent it to you in your card club kit. This one is going to be 8.5 times 5.5. And you're going to score it at 4 1/4. Okay, so much of this is a review. Soft seafoam. All right, so what I'll do is just go like this just to keep you focused. Keep us all focused, right? We don't want to confuse ourselves with the other card. So you're going to now cut this piece that is 5 1/4 times 4 inches. I like to make, I know I do this repeating a lot of the measurements again and again in all my tutorials, but I like to make each of my videos on YouTube independent. So if you're coming here, like last video, I just had someone come for the first time to my channel. I'm like, woohoo, newbie. So whenever someone comes, I always like them to know that there's measurements here for them. So now we're going to use this thing called textured soft shimmer. No, it's not textured. It's called soft shimmer specialty paper. I put it in your kit. And let's go ahead and use it. We're going to take the piece out that's Night of Navy. And a piece out that's... No, this one's already cut. A piece out that's... what is that? Bubble bath, maybe? Actually, there's already a piece in here that's already cut for the Night of Navy. So this one's going to be... There we go. We'll use those two pieces. Because these are going to be the same, they're going to be 4 inches wide, we can cut these at the same time. And then we'll have it exactly. Or we can like make it go over and cut out the excess. I'll show you what I mean. But let's go ahead and write that down. So this layer 1 is going to be Serene Love. Okay, so once again, the Serene Love Designer Series paper is cut 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then the textured shimmer is just going to be like that. And like that. It is going to be 4 inches times 1 1/2. And then the other one is going to be 4 inches times 1/2 inch. And this is called Soft Shimmer. I keep forgetting what it's called. Soft Shimmer DSP. Or Soft Shimmer Specialty Paper. So we have layer 1. And then we have layer 2. And we have layer 3. And that is all. And then the other thing we have is ink. And you know that the ink is also Night of Navy. And the ink is soft sea foam. Oops, sorry. That one's not night. Nope, no soft sea foam. Just Night of Navy. Okay, so there you go. That is your measurement. And this is the card that you want to take a picture of. I'm going to cover that up. So go ahead and take a picture of those measurements. And then I'm going to just, here, let me pull these away so we don't get confused. I almost got confused thinking they were for this card. Dent, dent, dent. And then I'm going to get out the trimmer. So that's all we need for that card. Put those over there. All right. Hello, Betty. Nice to see you again. Christina Fullen. Nice to see you. Betty saying she can't wait till bingo. So I have bingo every quarter with my team and VIPs and my card club members. And it's a lot of fun. So if you're not already on my mailing list, go ahead and you can get on the mailing list by just going to paperchef.stampinup.net, and you'll be mailed different things about, different, when I have bingos and stuff, you'll be notified. So I'm just now cutting this all 4 inches, and I'm just going to line this all up so I can cut all 3 pieces at once. And you want to put something there, like a little, here, let's put this there. Something to kind of make it line up. I mean, you can use your fingernail. Hopefully that all lines up. Sometimes it's easier to go over the edge, but we'll see if that lines up. Should be good. And now that one is just going to be glued on like so. The little piece of Night of Navy onto the bubble bath. I actually think it looks more like Fresh Freesia than bubble bath, but I forget what they said it was when I bought it. And if you're not finding all the things I'm using in my card club, that's because I do use some retired items in my card club. But I make sure my card club members get them. Another reason to join the card club. If anybody wants to give a testimonial about the card club, feel free. That would be cool. Other people can find out about it. And you can sign up by going to the links on my website. It'll say Paper Chef Offerings. Okay, this is the one that was 4 by 5 1/4. And then we're going to go ahead and make this go down here like that. Now, before we glue this, we're going to get the heart out of the ephemera package. And let me keep saying hi as I do that. So we have Leslie from Outback Stamping, again, back to see us. And Denise Funk, thank you for coming back again. Debbie Landon, Bonnie Blake, another channel member. I appreciate you being a YouTube channel member. Rosemary Lopez, Lisa Acker. I sent you your paper, Lisa. Check. I hope you got your package, your happy mail. Mary Novak from Jefferson, Wisconsin. So what I'm looking for is this. I already have one of these open. Celebrate Love Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. Here we go. And we're going to take the hearts out of there. So we're going to use them for our card. You don't have these papers? Okay, Janet, next time I send you something, you'll get some of my papers. She's been such a great help. I thought you got this month's card club, but I must be mistaken. So this, we need this little piece of here, like lattice. And we need 2 hearts. So what I did is, now you could just use the whole, it depends on if you want to keep it together or not, but I took out the middle heart. I thought, actually, I'm not going to try it though. I might keep them all together this time. But last time I took them out. And I think I'm going to keep them together. So you want to kind of just, all you want to do is like lay them like that, right? Lay out everything. This little piece here, like so. Because before you glue everything, you want it to all be laid out the right way. All right, so that'll be good. And then, you know, if you want to add any extra little sprigs like that, you can. Now these, I didn't pop up with dimensionals earlier because I had already taken the hearts apart. So I think now that the hearts are together, it just might be better off just to put them up with dimensionals. Now we're still going to do the same card design, but it's just that if you use dimensionals, these little layers stick together. Now they're already stuck together, and you pull them apart if you want this laser cut to be pulled apart. So it's not like you need them to be pulled apart. It's just an extra step. I like to try out new things when I do my card club. All right, let's get these little guys. I just used tape to pick all these up. Packing tape or labels that I didn't use. Okay, that should be good. Oops, one of them's sticking out. Got to put it back under there. So if it's sticking out, you can see it before you glue it down. Okay, again, I'm just laying this out. I'm going to actually attach this to the card first, but just laying that out. Okay, good. So now we attach this. This one you want to attach before you attach it to the card because wrong side. Because it's easier to center before you attach this layer to the card. Once it's on the card, start getting glue on there, it kind of like dries like concrete and you can't move anything. So something like that. See, now it's perfectly flush because my fingers can go like that and get it perfectly flush to the paper. Okay, oops. I'm stuck on you. All right, so why didn't I adhere that first and then do this? Because it's easier putting the adhesive on this one when it's flat. In my humble opinion. I love Seal Plus. It's such great adhesive. Has little ridges on it. It's super strong. That would be another way to do the design. With that on top, life is better with you. All right, what do you guys think? Should I put that one on top or on the bottom? What do you guys think before I adhere everything together? So you could either say 1 or 2 or top or like the top or bottom. I'm talking about this now, not the heart. Do you think that the shimmery paper needs to go on top or bottom? Let me see what you guys think. I could change it up. Yeah, so Betty's loving the Celebrate Love Ephemera pack. All right. Janet got Celebration and Butterflies. Rosemary Lopez putting hearts. All right, let's see. Oh, wow, we got all top, bottom, top. Okay, it's going on the top, meaning we've been outvoted. We've been like majority rules. I'm still putting the heart on the bottom. It's where I'm putting the sentiment. All right, so we're still going to put this here. So we got this like that, right? And so it's the same design, right? Got the same. I like that. And I hope you like this heart better, like the second heart, because it's like easier to see, I think. And then for the Life is Better With You, I put the little lattice there first. What I did is I put a little bit of, just to get it to stick, and it was going to be covered up that way. I just put a little bit of, just a little bit of this. Like, oops. like that. A little bit of this adhesive, not much, kind of like just enough to sort of stick that down because it's going to get covered up anyway. Can move that up a little bit like so, right? And over. Okay, I like this little lattice, and then I put that on top, covering it up a little bit, right? I just covered up my adhesive. Life is better with you, and for that I'm using big dimensionals, not for the lattice part, but for the other part. Sometimes I just use the dimensional packaging. Okay, these I need to pick up before I do the next card because they will get stuck on everything. So I just, to clean up your craft frame, you just kind of, if you don't have a lint remover, you could just do that. All right, so number 2, life is better with you. And that rhymes. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the second card better with it. I like the sentiment up the top better. I don't know why I didn't do it that way in the first one, but I like this one better because I didn't really think of it then. And then we need some Wink of Stella. Sometimes you got to put these little things back on your mat. Wink of Stella. That's the glitter brush. Just brush over your heart. And on the little flowers and on the little swirlies. And I also like the heart being 3D more than being glued down. But when it was glued down, it was kind of fun because you put like, I put sparkles all over it. I did do the Wink of Stella. And then I don't know if you noticed, but I put Wink of Stella like on here and here too. So we're going to put that on here and here. Oops. Okay, but that, everything gets stuck on me when I'm crafting. So there's some Wink of Stella all over this. And then we're going to go like that and put it on like that. So you have 2 cards, and you could do one of each or both the same. In your kit, you got 2 Night of Navy pieces, so you have enough supplies to make 8 cards, and 2 like this one. So there you have it. And we need some of the little dots, right? The little... This was your package, so I always have to keep this here to try to remind me. What did I give you guys again? I gave you guys hearts and adhesive, iridescent rhinestone, basic jewels, and some ribbons. We used this ribbon on a card. This one's just extra bonus ribbon. So you had some, you always get embellishments and ribbons each month. My mom's already working on your next month's ribbons. She's been such a great help. With all the, with all the stuff. So we shall just put a couple of those. And sometimes I just put them inside these little cubbies. There's already a little hole there. So I just kind of put you can't really see it, but when somebody holding it can see it. Holding the card. But like, from you looking straight down, you might not be able to see it, but it does add a little extra bling bling. And so does the little sparkle with the Wink of Stella. All right, so those are the card number 1. And then card number 2. We have the other papers. We're going to flip it over. We're going to take that same design I did as a guide. And we're just going to, boy, these things are sticking over. We're just going to take it and flip it. If we can find it, we'll flip it. We had the card here a minute ago. Well, we have the paper. That's our paper. We started writing down the measurements. There we go. I was like, where did it go? Here we go. I amuse myself sometimes. I'm like, how the heck did I lose it? I've been standing here the whole time. It's not like I ran off, somewhere. So now we need, because we're going to change this design to a horizontal design, we need to take this paper and make sure we cut it this way, right? So we're going to do 4 by 5 1/4. And this is going to be like kind of pretty much my standard mat size. I always do that one. That one's an easy one, right? Like so. So, because I still like the stripes going sideways, like that. And then the next one's going to be, put these over here. I gotta start putting these away. Where's my cheat sheet? I actually have one today. All right, we have 4.5 by 3.25, and that would be this layer. 4.5 by 3.25. Let's make sure I got the right cheat sheet. You're going to have all these measurements written down. Yes, so instead of going like that, it's going to go like that. 4.5 by 3.25. Nice. This is a piece of Lost Lagoon. And the next one's going to be 4 inches by 2.75. So let's go ahead and write that down. Get all these pieces out of the way. So we could go like, so for this one, I went to the top left corner. I kind of went to have a bigger margin around it. So it's like, we could go, we could do top. It's just giving you options, right? You can do top right corner. You could do bottom right corner, right? So these are your options. And so it's the same exact design. I'm just showing you. I think I'm going to go with the bottom right corner this time. Just because. Why not, right? Because we can. Do you see what I'm saying? Same design, same exact card, same measurements, all things being equal. We're just changing the position of where these layers are. It's kind of like we just make up our own card sketches as we go along. That's kind of how I craft. I just start pulling out paper and going, oh, that border's not big enough. I can't really see the border. Or I need a place to fit my sentiment and flower. That's kind of how I roll. You never know what's going to happen. Every card is different. Once in a while I reuse designs, but not even knowingly. Just kind of because they're in my head. All right, so let's put that there and that there. And we're going to center that. I like how when you have stripes on your paper, it makes it easy to center things. So now we have the same card, horizontal design, and now we're going to put the big hug on it, and we're going to put the flowers on it from the ephemera pack. And I used way too much glue on that layer. I hope it don't ooze out the side too much. Yeah, that's good. See, sometimes if you use too much glue, you'll see like oozing out the side. And that's when you have to grab out your adhesive eraser. So let's now write this. Okay, layer 1, and then layer 2, layer 3. All right, first layer, easy. 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Second layer, 4 1/2 times 3 1/4 inches. I will repeat this one more time for my little bots that help me out and caption my videos for me. Yay for the bots. We love you, bots. All right. We have layer 1 is going to be 5 1/4 by 4 inches. Layer 2 is 4 1/2 inches by 3 1/4 inches. And layer 3 is 4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. All of these layers are using the Serene Love Designer Series paper. And then the ink, I-N-K, ink is going to be soft seafoam, because the card base is also soft seafoam. This is the one that's going to say, sending you a big hug, and Night of Navy, which matches our background. Okay, so go ahead and take your, well, you don't have to take your picture yet. I'll give you a minute. We'll put that back because I wanted to take a picture of both layouts, right? And we don't know what those are going to look like yet. So don't take a picture yet because it depends. The flowers might depend on what's like. We have now a different design, so we might have to put different flowers. All right, so let's see. This is our ephemera pack. We'll cut off the little nibs on the flowers, but this one might work. Oops. They all have sort of like an old olive. I'm not sure if I'm going to still put the flower vertically or not. I'm going to just see what'll work. And I might end up with smaller flowers. We'll just see if these might work. And what else do we have? The heart. Oh, that's what that heart was for. Oopsie. I used the heart up. Here's another one. It's a good thing I got this other one. The middle heart was for here. But you know what? I might end up using the whole heart again because I'm kind of digging keeping the hearts together. But we'll see. We're going to see. We're going to do the layout. See what happens. Oh, and I have some of these little guys. These little guys might go on my card. So we don't know yet. We have to decide. So we're going to go like that. Put this all in here. So where's our big hug? We got. It always matters what where your sentiment is. Okay, so well, this has to go this way. I mean, it either has to go that way or it has to go that way, and I think it only looks right standing up. So it's a matter of which one. I'm kind of digging this one because it has some blue in it, whereas that one doesn't have any blue in it, and this one, at least the blue kind of complements that. So I'm going to leave that. That one has to go that way because of the way that it curves. You know, like it has to stand up. Okay, so I can't, my heart's not going to fit unless I put that way up there. I mean, it'll fit, but then I have all these little gaps, which are fine. We don't get scared of gaps. We just have to kind of do something with them, that's all. Like we could do this. Maybe like that. What do you think? Is that too much? Or, I mean, that way I'm not doing it. Here, this one could be this way. Mind the gap, like this way. Because one could be one way and one could be another. Then, do you like the big heart? If I'm going to use the big heart, then I kind of go like that. All right, let me get the little scissors out. Bottom right. Christina phone saying bottom right with the heart or the big hugs. What's on the bottom right? I'm going to take this guy and cut off any little nibs. This one was popped up with dimensionals as well. Oh, I know what you're talking about, bottom right. I'm like 10 minutes behind. That was when I was asking you about the DSP. Okay. That one wasn't even letting you guys vote. That one was just me like saying, I'm just saying that out loud. But the other one was a definitely vote. Like you guys voted and I put it on there. So this one is just me putting dimensionals on my flowers. I'm getting this part done because that's definitely going to go there. And I kind of like it over here where it kind of sees some of the paper, right? You see the background paper. Okay. So now the question is this too much? Just right. Too much or okay? Just right. I mean, is all these flowers too much? What am I over embellishing this card? Right now I'm just chopping off the nibs. This, when you get things out of the laser cut. I mean, do you like the smaller heart better? Let me just see what we get here. I had so many votes for the first time. And now it's like Bueller. Do you guys watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off? And the teacher's like looking for Bueller. Or trying to get his attention. Putting that in there. These are just such great little. Okay, so she's saying too much. All right, so that's cool. Good to know. All right, so that was Cheryl. Too much. All right, so I'm going to go back to, since it's too much, I'm going to go back to my original heart. Or maybe like, just go back to like, then I can get rid of all this extra stuff. Okay? I might put them inside, but I'm not really. I'm just going to go. Here, this little heart I might have to use the smaller heart. Just because of the layout. Okay? How about something like that? Because the other heart doesn't really work for like this style card. and I'll just glue the heart. So we got rid of 4 embellishments. Well, the other hearts were kind of together. So this is just either side works for this. If you are going to, glue down this heart, put some glue on the little flowers too. Wipe off the excess. Okay, and then this. I'm only doing this flower. I actually don't need this extra flower. I could probably put like this over there instead of the flower. Yeah, because I think the flowers are too much as well. I think I'm going to do that instead. But I was just trying to do something to frame that guy. Whoops. So, I mean, it needs something over there, but it didn't have to be. It didn't have to be those more like colorful flowers. Okay, get a little bit of glue on there. So, as you can see, I make things up as I go along, even when I have a plan, and even when I have a card design, and even when I've given you measurements, we still make it up as we go along. Because when you change to a horizontal design, you sometimes have to change your types of embellishments. Now, that's not too much, I think, because this is just a little bit like, a little bit too many flowers. Now, we love flowers, but we don't love flowers all the time on every card, right? We're not flower people here with all the extra flowers on everything. We use enough embellishments where it doesn't overpower. So now I'm just put that up there for now. I'm going to put this on the back of here. Big hug. Big hug. I just used the edge of my pack of dimensionals. All right, it's going to be off center a little bit. It's going to go over there. It's kind of stay in the curve. And Wink of Stella. Put all these little papers in there. Just adding a little bit of glitter to the heart. Glitter to these little guys. And do I glitter the flower? Yes. Why not? Put glitter all over the flower. This one's kind of running dry. But you get the idea. And this one didn't have any extra embellishments. So I didn't need I don't think I put anything else on it. So I don't think it needs it either. I didn't put the extra little rhinestones and stuff. All right, so there we go. Let's put this here so you could take your picture. And then we're done, and I just have a couple things to show you, the other things we made using this set. There you go. So Bonnie said she would have never put, Bonnie Blakewood said, I would never put these stripes and dots together. I know, it was rough trying to come up with this design, I'm telling you, because I had to do something. I was like, the Serene Love paper calls for it. And then it was like, I had already sent out the Serene Love paper, and I was like, I had already committed to using it, right? And then I started designing. I'm like, oh, okay, let's try to figure out how this works. So I'm glad you guys saying it's better. You like it better the next way, the second way I did it. I mean, not the second way, but meaning the way it was going to be too much, and then like how I modified the design. All right. So sending you a big hug. So today we have created the rest of the cards using the Sending Hugs. No, Hugs for Love. Sorry. Hugs for Love stamp set. We have worked with 2 kinds of designer series paper. Serene Love. Two little ways of doing it. And we've used Marbled Elegance. And for all the cards, all 8 cards in this series, or in this month's Card on Blue Card Club, we used this ephemera pack called, that's not called that. It's called, here it is, I have to get to keep this here for myself. It's called, you all got enough to make your cards here. Celebrating Love Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. You also got a bonus heart box. So we'll go ahead and plop that together real quick for you. Bonus heart box, and we'll just stamp something on it, okay? So we'll do that. So these are your other cards we made this month. This is Marbled Elegance, believe it or not. Even though there's no marble on this side. So you get really cool sides of the paper. You know, there's double-sided. So you don't even just need the foil side. Both sides are really cool. So we have one that's like a proper Valentine's. I would call that a proper Valentine card. Happy Valentine's Day. And you can give that to anybody, like anybody. So you don't need to worry about that. And then there's ones that you would give to just your, like, you know, your husband or something. Okay. Husband, partner, wife, whoever. Maybe we have some guys watching. All right, so this is the top of the box. This was your little bonus box. Where did I get these little bonus boxes? Well, you guys, you don't have to hoard because I hoard on your behalf. This was one of those paper pumpkin kits, which I found amazing. And then I saved it. So I'm just pulling the adhesive off, folding it over like that. So go ahead and assemble your little box and give someone some treats. I have a bunch of extras this year, and I'm going to give these to coworkers. So you just reminded me that I need to kind of get these all together and assemble. Okay, so the top. Now the bottom, if I ended up giving you two tops or two bottoms, I'm sorry, because my husband's colorblind and he couldn't read the words bottom and top. You might not barely be able to read it either, but this color was blending right into that color. So later on, I'm like, did you take them from each pile? He put these in bags for me. And I was like, okay, never mind. When you ask people for help, you can't micromanage. That's the rule. So I was like, I tried to fix as many as I could. And then I'm like, I hope no one got two tops or two bottoms. But I do have lots of extra, so you can tell me if you did. And I just fix it for next month's card club. That's all. I send you two of the other side. Okay, so that's how you assemble this. You need a top and a bottom because, like in our box making, you know, one side is bigger than the other. So there you go. That was the top and that's the bottom. Oops. So that's your little bonus project this month. This is a petal pink box, and there's a little sticker with the thing. So let's see what we can put on here from this stamp set. All right, lots of hugs and kisses will be good because that would be, you know, well, that might not fit though. We'll just do see if Happy Valentine's Day fits. Yeah, that'll fit. Because lots of hugs and kisses or You Make Me Smile would fit. But Happy Valentine's Day would be more appropriate, I guess. Real red. We're just going to try real red. A nice Valentine-ish color. Tap, tap, tap. Oops, that didn't stay on. My stamp is not staying on. I got to push harder. It's not staying on because there's like a lot of ink on that side of it. Now, I can't see that this is even straight, but hopefully it's straight. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bonus project complete, meaning our sticker is straight. So you're going to take that off like that and put it on your box. Like so. Okay. Don't rub on the middle because it'll smear. And put your little key sticker. Oh, and save your little heart inside your key sticker too. That'll be cute. Put that up there. If it still sticks. Nope, mine doesn't stick because I ripped it. But if you didn't rip yours, it'll stick. Okay, now you have a little treat box for a coworker or somebody. So that's your extra bonus project. All right, so that was our, whoops. Hope I didn't smear that. The H was already smeared. Hope that wasn't me. I mean, it was me, but I'm saying I hope it wasn't my finger just now. I think it was smeared from earlier. So we have made this January card club. And then now I want to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I just want to show you what we made today for Celebration Club and what we've been making on my channel, and then I'm done. So Bonnie said she can't wait till Friday night bingo. So you're gonna get to see everybody, which is really cool. You know, like Bonnie, you're gonna get to see people from watching this video, and you'll see them in the bingo. Like Betty's here, so watch their names when you go on Zoom. So this afternoon we made this. Oh, what a wonderful day! Right, we have a documenting the day stamp set in our part of our celebration. One of the free items you can earn, and the paper is called Bloom Impressions. It's also something free you can earn. We've also, in this channel, made these cards with the friendly seagulls. Also, celebration items that you can earn for free. And we have made something with the Fruit Salad Designer Series paper. So we're using our celebration kit as well. So the celebration kit was, like the card club, it was $39, and it included all these fun things. And now, we also, yesterday, I think, was it yesterday or the day before now? We did an unboxing. And this is the Valentine I made for hubby, live with you. And this is a Bloom Impressions folder. No, it's not called Bloom Impressions. It's called Starstruck Embossing folder. And then these were like different kinds of products that are part of our scrapbooking collection. I'm not going to name them all, not only because I can probably not name them all right now, but because I already did a video on all this. So if you want to see scrapbooking supplies and how to use them for card making, that's what we did. That was part of my unboxing. And then also on my channel, I went on my VIP group today and I showed you the measurements for all these bingo cards that we're making next Friday night. So I'm prepared for that. And I have my little bags made. And if you missed it, if anybody's attending bingo and didn't make all your little bingo bags, I told you what to put in all your bingo bags. So please make your bingo bags. Meaning, make your bags like this. Okay, and then speaking of bingo, like the bingo cards, put them in sleeves, and then you can write on top of them. You can put the bingo cards in sleeves, like little bags. So bingo bags for not just your card pieces, but bingo bags for your bingo cards themselves. So prepare, right? That you're not running around your craft room. And these are things we made on my channel as part of the Beautiful Butterflies workshop series. We made that one too. So we are card making fools here. So please check out all those tutorials if you missed them. I sent out an email link to the Zoom. Yes, it's a Google Calendar invite, and there's an email. So there's a Google Calendar invite and an email, and I'll send that link again. And also in my VIP Facebook group, join the VIP Facebook group, because in there are all the measurements for the cards that we're making for bingo. Like these, let me clean this up. These measurements here. So I did measurements today, and I did 3 live stream videos with all the measurements. So, please check out that. All right, that's all for now. This is the Paper Chef. Have a great evening.